The purpose of a financial disclosure is simple. It's about transparency. These filings don't give us an exact total of a candidate's assets, but they do give us a range and an idea of what they're invested in. There are 6 Democrats who are eager to win Congressman Chris Pappas' soon-to-be empty seat. They come from a wide range of backgrounds, and it shows in their finances. Let's start with the frontrunner, Stephanie Shaheen. She is, of course, the daughter of current Senator Jeanne Shaheen, who is retiring. We found that her assets are worth somewhere between $878,000 and $2.6 million. Last year, she raked in about $260,000 from consulting and another $433,000 from her work at a company, Good Measures, which is a nutritional company. She has a number of investments, some in a couple of family-owned properties, and liabilities for 2 rental property mortgages worth between $500,000 and $1 million, respectively. Next comes Maura Sullivan. We calculated her total assets to be worth somewhere between $1.1 and $2.4 million. When we looked at her liabilities, we found she has a home mortgage between $1 million and $5 million. Last year, though, Sullivan left her job to run for Congress. She was working at Virta Health, a telehealth company, and in the span of about a year and a half, she made more than $600,000. Then we've got the opposite end of the spectrum in terms of bringing in money, and that's State Rep Heath Howard. He's 25 years old. He is still in college, and admittedly, he still lives with his parents. His disclosure shows that he has pretty much no income coming in because he's only making about $200 over the span of 2 years for his work at the State House, and he gets between $1,000 and $2,500 from a family trust. He has a student loan worth between $10,000 and $15,000, and altogether, his assets end up being somewhere between $2,000 and $30,000. Next is Christian Arrudia. He's a lawyer and a captain in the National Guard and a newcomer to politics. He recently left his job at Airbnb, where he last year made over $500,000, $586,000 to be exact. We calculated his total assets to be somewhere between $4.9 and $11.8 million. He and his wife have a long list of investments at Vanguard, but his big investments are in real estate, including a property in Hudson worth up to $1 million and an investment worth between $500,000 and $1 million at a co-op space in New York City. He does have several liabilities worth between $1.4 and $3 million, including 4 home loans and a loan for that New York City co-op that we mentioned. Democrat Carly Baranotte also filed her disclosure. We found her assets to come out somewhere between $531,000 and $1.2 million. She teaches at the Harvard Kennedy School, where she's earned approximately $55,000 a year. She also has between $100,000 and $250,000 invested at Vanguard. The last Democrat in this race is Sarah Chadzinski. We reported last week that she was late to send in her disclosure, so we're still waiting on her official filing. She says she's still working to complete it, but she told us that she owns a home, her family cars, and has limited retirement funds. We have many more details on these disclosures as well as the filings of every candidate running to represent you in Washington. Just go to our website, WMUR.com, to read the full story. For News 9 Investigates, I'm Arielle Mitropoulos, WMUR News 9.